So the person can come to can just get to you sometimes. Yeah, and I'm struggling on that pretty badly too, because like everything that I just like been through in my life when I was like younger, like because I stuttered, like when I was in class I had to like do a presentation, and it's like the teacher that I had, like she lacked the ability to freaking care enough that she knew that I had a speaking difference, and she just put me up there with ease, like as if my freaking I'm starting was a pile of dirt of nothing within it, of nothing to her, and that she lacked the ability to even not even 1%, even enough. She didn't even care about it, but like she lacked the ability to care enough to know that that I was just different, and just like give me more time, and that like do it in like a different type of way, instead of like being sitting up in front of the whole class, having a social phobia and stuttering, and also anxiety. So it's actually that all those things that I had was freaking nothing. She acted like that all those things was nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing to her. Because when I was freaking having a hard time, as long as it took me to even freaking start my phrases out, okay? As long as it took me to talk, whenever I did start talking, God forbid I did, the kids in there, they put their heads down, and it's like as soon as they heard me start having a hard time speaking, however long it took me to even start my first sentence, they put their heads back up, and then they all started bursting out of laughter. And then a person of who you would think that would keep on supporting you and protect you always, along with all your teachers and authorities and services and security in Nottingham school, but like people, but at least a person of who you would think that wants you to be successful in life and protect you and support you, which is the teacher. For my case, excuse me, also as well, but for my case, she literally got herself up, like she had enough freaking effort, at least enough to like freaking get her freaking self out of her chair, from her desk, and stand right next to them kids, and keep on laughing at me. And I was just freaking in front of the entire class, so freaking embarrassed, couldn't even move. I was freaking paralyzed, having my tantrums, and kept on getting laughed at, like as if the devil had his freaking deepest, darkest grasp on me that he ever probably had out of my entire 17 years of life, because I am 17 years old now. Oh wow. Yeah, because I'm 17 years old now, okay? A very respectful and kind 17-year-old that's been through some crap that I can relate to other people of difference with. So yeah. Yeah, Parker Steve, life can surely be a journey, but always just try to find the brights of it, It's not all bad, just find people who has similar things, and all like around the world, people who can have differences and support. Yeah. And like relations and stuff like that. But the person really can't get to like all of us, and I really hate that I had to hear that from you, Parker Steve, and that because the fact that you have like that's I'm stuttering consistent thing. Yeah, that I also coincidentally call it too. I'm stuttering. Stuttering condition thing. Yeah. Alright. I just need to stop. I'm coming out here now. Alright, because that's enough. Like I had so many files of getting air. Like I'm not suffocating here, Yeah, it's gonna be alright for all of us, It's just gonna be alright, and it's find ways to make it alright, and just find ways that they can work with it, and just always just be tough, Yeah, but I really hate that to hear that from you, Parker Steve. But you can't change that. You can't change things that was in the past, and that's what just gets. And that's just what gets you. And that is just what gets to too many people is their past. You can't change what already happened. You can't undo what has been done permanently. You can't change that. If a person dies, you can't undo that. If a person has gone through trauma in the past, you can't change that. we always tend to look at things as that we just can't change, you know, because it was in the past. But focus on, you know, the current. You know, focus on all the opportunities that you have now. That it's over with. That it's done. That's over. You know, because you know the past owes you nothing. You know, the past owes you nothing. That was just an experience that would never come back to you. That means it's over. That means it's pointless in the mind now. That it's not worth your business anymore. It's not worth your attention. Yeah, you're exactly right. That is, yeah, like that is just not worth of your meaning. Your meaning lies in the current, and you know that's why you should just focus on what is now, so you can make it into what your future is like. Because if you focus on the past, you're gonna always be of the past. You know, in reality, no, you're not. You're gonna always be, and like, you know, when like keeps moving on, and you're gonna always be of the current. But your mind will always be focus mainly on the past, but you know it can't be like that. It just can't, because the past will never come back to you. So you're gonna always focus on something that will never be different, that can never change, and that's just how your mind will just end up if you just don't stop focusing on the past. You know, so for things like that, you know, don't worry about the past. The past owes you nothing. It's over and it's done. It's done. It's not gonna ever come back to you. It is the past after all. At least past teaches us what was wrong, and it teaches us now in the current what is the right thing to do. It teaches us. It just teaches us, you know. Yeah, and also, Dr. Ruzen, what are you doing? Just looking at outside, just admiring the biggest gift that can be given to any living thing on this planet, life itself. You know, life is just the biggest gift. I mean, if you got any gift of life is gonna always be the one that you have. You know. Life is really the biggest gift, because it gives you a chance to change the world. It gives you a chance to get this world under the name from how it is currently, and it can always be for the better or for the worse. But you know, always try to do things for the positive. You know, because some people may just say, why do you have to be positive? Well, why would you want to be pessimistic and negative and hurt people when they're of your same species? When we are all human after all. So just be positive, and just, you know, be optimistic and be supportive and respectful and of acceptance to other people and accept them. You know? Yeah, and that's what I already do. So I'm already up with that. That's a good Parka, Steve. So you be ahead. You be ahead of the negative people. Yeah, because I've been living with it for too long, man. But you may think that if I already know all this stuff, and if I'm such with these levels, why, like, and if I'm such, like, you know, with these levels, then why am I even here right now if I already like, you know, notice stuff? I mean, I don't ever judge people. Like, I don't judge them if they come here, but they already know these things. You know, they can just, like, you know, need a little bit more advice and courage. Yeah, but I came here for myself, Dr. Ruzen. Like, you know, I came here because I just need to, like, you know, get more inspiration. You know, like, I just need like a little nudge to really push me on for, like, the rest of my entire life. Like, you know, the rest of my entire life. You know. Yeah, I'm Parka, Steve. You know, right. It's alright. You know, we all have lives to live out of the 7 billion and a half people on this entire planet and this entire world. You know, like, we all got, you know, like things to, like, you know, give to life and pay for in life. You know, both, you know, financially and for, you know, the reality, and, you know, the reality of life that we're gonna pay for. And, you know, life is not all bad. You know, you got a lot of good things in life. You got a lot more gifts in life than bad things. You know, because here's really when life becomes the gift that it is. You know, like, because you can go outside and see such beautiful things whenever you want. That's just nature. You know, yeah, and you can look at that at any time. Like, you know, you can always go outside and look outside and, like, you know, see the sunset. You know, you can see it at any time. You know, as long as, God forbid, you know, like, as God forbid, you live. Yeah, of course. You know, God forbid, of course. You know, God forbid, always, of course. Yes, always, God forbid. You know, always, God forbid. As long as you can let a human being potentially live for, because life is too much of a gift to live its short. Now, they may say life is short, but life can be long. But people say that it's short because you could just never know what happened. Like, what happens. Yeah, like you can never know what happens. Like you just don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know, like is there gonna even be tomorrow? How are we supposed to know that? Just because everything can seem good right now, doesn't mean that's gonna be out that same way tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know, we can see aliens or progressive. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a change. How do you know? I don't know, but that's just gonna be like a whole new. That's just gonna be very straightforward, you know, Parker Steve. I know that, but that's why I'm just trying to sound ridiculous right now, okay? Because I'm playing, all right. But even though an ex-rod, you probably still would never know that, you know. You still would never know. I'm just saying that it could just get that crazy. I'm playing, you know, Dr. Ruzen. Parker Steve, I think I know that. All right, I didn't even have to mention that part then. Yeah, but that's for the depressing part, because you know, just talk about like how life is a gift, you know, like override all that other stuff of depressing, because you know, yeah. Okay, and you said that the third thing that you keep finding yourself I'm struggling with is overconsumption of potions, right? It's like I drink too many potions. That's not really the best for you. Okay, so what type of potions do you drink like that? Well, the ones I drink is like, you know, I'm slowness a lot, and you know, which is probably why I'm tired sometimes. Okay, so don't drink slowness. Instead of you drinking slowness, drink water breathing, you know, because it can help you like you know, breathe the water better, and you know, like it can help you breathe better. So instead of drinking like, you know, these slowness potion, then you know, like instead of drinking this, drink this. You know, like the water breathing potion. Instead of drinking slowness, you can drink water breathing. Yeah. And that's just, you know, that's just at the end of the day, you know, like the better thing that you can do, and you know, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so insecure these days. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, but you know, it just would always be, you know, like, you know, I'm for the better, you know? Yeah. So always, you know, like, drink water breathing over slowness, and, you know, try to eat better too, Parker Steve, alright? I'm pretty sure, like, you know, everything else that, you know, you would know. Actually, yeah, you know, I actually think that with the alright, the techniques that you told me about, Dr. Ruzen. Yeah, yes, Parker Steve. Alright. With the consumptions of potions, just to, you know, use it in a strategic, methodical way. Yes, Parker Steve. Alright, so, well, I think I'm actually good, Dr. Ruzen. Thank you. Like, you know, thank you so much. Like, you're like probably like, you know, like the best therapist that I've been trying to find, you know, forever. I think I've been looking for you for forever, and you're like, you know, I've always been looking for a type of person who's like you, and I found you. Yes, Parker Steve, I am here, and whenever you need me, then I can also, like, you know, listen. My therapy sessions are open whenever you need, Parker Steve. All right. All right. Thank you. I'm Dr. Ruzen. No problem. I'm Parker Steve. So yeah. All right. Parker Steve, I'm supposed to see you around, all right? All right, bye. All right, bye. And I also hope that you live a very amazing, purposeful, and meaningful life, Parker Steve, because I can really tell that you have a lot of potential, that you'll be a person someday. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ruzen. Yeah, well, me, I'm Parker Steve. This is what I always wanted to be. I always just thought that, like, you know, supporting people, and, you know, inspiring people, and motivating people was my thing. You know, I was always, like, you know, a passionate person, and I just think that this is really where my, you know, gift. This is where I feel happy at, because I'm definitely sure that I'm living inside my gift, you know, and I think, and I sure think that this is it, because I always wanted to, like, you know, support and inspire and motivate people, and this is where where it could be, like, you know, being a therapist and stuff like that. Yeah, like a therapist and doctor. So you know, yeah, Parka Steve. But whenever you need me, I always have my therapy sessions open. All right, Parka Steve. Oh yeah, excuse me. It's alright. Yeah, but alright. I'm Dr. Ruzen. Alright, I'm Parka Steve. Alright, bye. Bye. Alright. Wow, well, even though I've been through a lot of crap today, I've also been through a lot of good stuff. That just shows you that Jesus is really there to actually give you assistance in your life. Many will say, how was I so lucky to have gone through bad things but then still go through good things at the same time? Well, that's because we have Jesus in our life, and you know, with him inside your life, and with your belief in him, there will always be hope to be a part of your life. And you know, as long as you think about it, you're gonna always be in good hands, you know, because you know, nothing is too hard for God and Jesus, and you know, nothing really is. Just know that you're here for a reason. God and Jesus, and you know, God and Jesus cared enough for them to want you to be here, and that any person who is here has a purpose. Any person who has life in this world belongs somewhere. None of us was different enough to be created without no meaning or purpose. We all do, and I just hope that everyone out of these 7.5 billion people finds where they belong. But time it will take to see where we belong, only where we're supposed to be. And with that is I'll take time and purpose fulfilling. And once you awaken that, you be where you're supposed to be. By Parka Steve, creator, RASHUFRUITZ. Have a good Christmas, and we all love you.